the best feeling. I feel.
Yeah.
Like they picked me. They could have been anywhere.
Yeah.
Anywhere. And they can post.
Now you're trying to steal my client. Brenda's like, so this one time I was doing a client.
I love what I do. I love seeing clients. I love doing brows. I love who I work with. Like,
Yes.
Here is literally a piece of heaven.
The only thing that keeps you going is your passion for what you're actually doing.
Yeah.
And the money.
She's all,
Brenda's like, bitch.
Brenda loves money.
Bitch, I said what I said.
Hi, everybody, and welcome back to BeautyTainment Podcast. We are your hosts. So I'm Claudia Seves. You can find me at BeautyPreneur _CEO and Vanidosa Beauty.
I'm Vanya. You can find me on Instagram at aestheticsxvanya _.
I'm Jet CD. You can find me at Vicious Brows on Instagram.
And I'm Brenda, and you can find me at VUV Beauty Bar and Instagram.
So this is like our new thing, guys. Like, we are hostesses. This.
We're here to stay.
We're here to stay. I don't know. I just find like this, like, I kind of loved that we did it last time. It was cool, no? Like, it's
Yeah.
fun.
It was nice, yeah.
Yeah, and it's cool to like you guys get to know us, and like it's a whole vibe.
We always chit chat outside, out of this.
Yeah.
It feels cool to like show y'all what we chit chat.
Like
What
this
really
is-
goes on.
Like, this is really what it's like,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
But I do have an announcement.
What?
I'm leaving.
What do you mean? You're leaving?
I'm leaving. This is my last week here.
Where are you going?
What do you mean?
I'm just gonna go to California.
This girl.
She really said I'm leaving. I was like, where?
I'm leaving. I'm taking a quit.
Low-key
Sometimes,
drop,
dude.
dude.
Sometimes though, I am like, let's just all like
Close and leave or
close
what?
and leave. I don't know
Yeah.
what we're gonna do or anything for money or like.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, right. But like, I still want to do it just whenever I want to do it. But I don't think that's like how life works. Anyway.
Yeah. And you better not just hit us with the hey, I'm leaving.
No,
Let's
can you imagine?
Yeah.
Oh my God, no.
That would be crazy.
I am enjoying though, like doing more of the back end stuff and like
Yeah.
watching you guys work and stuff. Like, like I'm telling you, like when Vanya does her or when you guys do your day in the life, like I sit there and watch it. You know what I'm saying? Like I sit there and watch
It's
it.
funny because you watch it in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm watching you record it. Like I've seen
Yeah.
you guys record it. I'm like, oh, let me watch. Like literally watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, literally.
I love those. I personally
Yeah.
like. I'm so invested. I don't care who you are. I don't care if I know you. If I don't, like, I will
I'ma
sit there and
watch
watch.
I like
And
your
I watch
dog.
my own too.
Thank
you.
Sassy, ¿cómo se llama?
Yes.
Oh,
Sassy.
I did one. I haven't even posted it. Like I'm supposed to edit it sometime soon, pero ya como un mes. It was
Girl,
from, like,
I
a
remember you
yeah.
recording
Oh my
it.
God.
Dude, it was from a month ago. But mine is so boring.
Why?
I know. It's like so I had to like I replaced the coffee stuff and I like I had new boxes, like I took
That's
out
not boring. You think
It's a
that's
day
It
in
was
the
to
life.
me. And I watched it and I was like, oh my God. Like I am literally boring myself.
Hombre.
You know what?
Con
That you
esto.
mentioned that I filmed one when I wasn't with you.
Yeah.
When I was at home, whenever
Uh-huh.
I have my home studio, and I never edited. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Like it just like, do people really want me to like stop
Yeah.
my little place? We do though.
Right?
I just
But it's
didn't
weird.
I
edit.
like to watch that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I don't know, like you guys, I don't know, maybe because it's me, because I mean, when you make it, do you feel like that though? Like when you're making it, do you feel like, who's gonna want to watch this?
Sometimes yes, but I'm like, fuck it. Like I like watching this, so
I like
why
watching
not?
it, yeah.
See,
Yeah.
you need to do
I
one
think you
too.
give
Yeah.
yourself
For
Cringe
loving
do
us,
it.
in your
Yeah.
day.
I think it is like cringy
Yeah.
watching yourself like
Yeah.
back, but other people won't know. Like they're just watching you.
Yeah.
Some people it's their first time watching you.
Mhm.
Like,
I don't know. I just think like I do it like I'm opening a box. Look at me, guys. I'm opening a box.
This is
Like,
what I got.
This is what I
You
and
know-
I am replacing the coffee pots. Like, oh my God, it's okay.
I
feel
love
like
that.
yeah. I was like, I would watch that.
I'm posting it.
It has
damn
to.
I'm
It has to
posting
do
it.
with like your edits. Like you have to
How
cut
you
it and
edit
like
Yeah.
because if it gets
obviously
too long,
yeah. Like
it
if
gets
you
boring.
show me,
You lose me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
see, like a day in my life doesn't include those things, but that shit is boring.
Which is fine.
no, but
No.
people
I
have
have to show you
don't see
guys.
that.
I have to show
Like,
you guys because even the talking, like, oh, look at me, guys, I'm opening a box.
ah.
Like, even if you leave it for 2 seconds, like, you know what I'm saying? I
You
don't
can
know.
always like speed yourself and like like whatever you're doing. Like obviously just show like a split second of it.
Yeah, I think
and
that's
the
what I
people
do.
get the gist of like what
Yeah,
you're
what you're
doing.
doing,
You know,
yeah.
like
You
you're
don't
like,
even have to
you will-
explain.
Yeah.
Like, just put a little song over it.
Yeah, like,
Yeah,
just watch me, guys.
Yes,
Or maybe
watch
I'll
me
just,
work.
y luego, you guys do really a good job too of like narrating what you're doing, but in a cute way.
I hate my voice.
No.
I'm like, cringe, but I need to do
know. I think it's
Really?
just everyone's POV because
Yeah.
I don't think I think of Vanya like that because obviously she's perfect and we've been knowing that.
Vanya is
But-
perfect, guys. We do
And
think
she
that.
does not do anything horrible.
Yeah.
When I do it, I'm like, oh my god, this is not cute. This is not aesthetic.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I mean, it's normal that you think that of yours. Just post it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or change the tone of the voice.
Maybe that's
You
what
don't
I'll
even
do.
have to talk.
Yeah, don't even.
Well,
put a
there's two
voiceover.
like
Uh-huh.
versions of those, like Day in My Life. Either you do want to talk and you do a voiceover, or
You just put little text.
Yeah.
or you do
With
the
the song.
text
Yeah.
and you're not talking. So maybe you could start with
Describing
those.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Take it easy and then go
And
into
then,
the voice.
you know, I don't know. We'll see how it comes out. I have to show you guys so you can see.
But
what
I
it
will
does.
say I definitely and would be interested in like seeing your day in my life because obviously we work together, we come
Yeah.
here, but like we don't see you Monday, Tuesday. You know, like the days that we don't see you,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it'd be cool. Be like sometimes I think of
different.
you.
Dude,
Yeah.
it literally, like, if you ever came here on a day when I don't see clients and you guys don't see clients,
Mhm.
you guys have you been here? Maybe not. But if it's on a Monday, like, literally all you see is just me on a computer like this. Y luego me levanto, and like, all chancluda, and no matter what weather it is, I'm wearing sweats.
Oh,
¿Verdad?
hell no.
Like super chill.
Yeah. Y like, probably ni me bañé ese día. Like, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing, dude. Like, I may or may not be hungover. Like, it's a... You
just don't know.
You just don't know.
You just don't know which CEO
Yeah.
you're getting that
But
time.
literally, you're just getting this, like...
Yeah.
On the computer.
And that's what I'm saying. Like,
You
I
know?
think it
Yeah.
would be cool because I randomly like when I am having like my Monday Tuesdays are busy. Like when we're getting our lashes done, you know, like
Yeah,
we're,
like
we're
when you
here.
have a day,
I
mhm.
think of you. I'm like,
What
what I
she
wonder
do?
what is she doing?
None of that.
Because I know you're here all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm like, I wonder what she's doing there all the time. I'm like,
Mhm.
yeah, I'm like, you really have to be dedicated to your business, you know, because like,
Yeah.
you're here even on the days.
And honestly,
Yeah.
like, even if you ask me, like, what are you doing? Like, I don't even know. I just know that I'm doing something, you know? Like,
You just know you have.
yeah.
to be
And I
here.
have a whole list of, like, a to-do list and
Yeah.
stuff. Pero luego, if you ask me, like, what did you do today? I'd be like, I don't know.
Like, I don't fucking know.
You're like,
And there's literally, like, one thing on my list, but that thing took me, like, an hour.
You break
Yeah,
it
because
up
it's in
into-
steps.
yeah.
Yeah.
It took you the whole day.
It literally took me the whole day. And then, I don't know.
But that makes
That's
you
it.
feel some type of accomplishment, no?
No, it's been...
Shit, I would feel accomplished.
I would.
No,
Like, I did it.
honestly, when
I love marking my to do.
Oh, sí, eso sí.
Yeah.
Yeah, pero and that feels good. Like, okay, I got something done, but it's very hard for me to feel those accomplished days anymore. Just because it's these things you have to do.
the little.
And
like,
I've never
tedious
been.
things.
Yeah, ves como some people will like. They really celebrate their wins. You know how they say that you have to.
Yeah.
You have to. I don't do that. I don't ever.
Yeah, I don't think I do that either.
No, you just kind of just go
Yeah.
on to the next thing. No.
I guess a good example for you. I'm trying to put myself in
Yeah.
your shoes is like. I guess like Mondays you do payroll. Like you can't feel accomplished for that because that's something you have to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I see. Okay, so that's how I do that on Mondays, and I have to do it before 10.
AM.
10 a.m. because they go off Eastern time, I think. So 2 hours ahead. Yeah. So I have to do it by their 12.
No wonder
company.
we get paid early. I always get paid on
wow.
Yes,
Wednesdays.
so cuando llego aquí,
Yeah.
like the first thing I do is
Is
my
that.
my to-do list.
Mhm.
But in my to-do list is payroll. So even on my to-do list, I'm like this. Like I have to get it done because then I have to do
Yeah.
payroll.
Yeah.
You know? And so then once I do payroll, that is honestly the one thing that makes me feel like,
I did.
Ya
I
me
can
mal
do it.
acostumbraste, let me tell you.
really?
I'm on Wednesdays here. Where is it?
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah. Well, and por
the
eso,
few, I think what
Where's
was the
the
last
email?
week was the holiday. No, I'm pretty sure like it was in you. I think
Yeah,
it was like the
it was
holiday.
because of the holiday.
I got
So
paid
you-
on Thursday.
on
yeah.
Thursday.
On Wednesday, I was like,
right?
ya, ya me andaba.
And even with that, like I'm so fucking crazy that if it puts me back a little bit, like it's on my head, like, oh my God.
I have to do.
Yeah. So en cuanto
Yeah.
llego el martes, like I get it like in a not a bad mood, but if you ask around, like it's gonna be like, yeah, you're kind of a bitch. But it's something, you know, because it fucks me up for my day.
Yeah.
I've had it. I come Tuesdays. I've
You what?
seen you. Yeah.
Cuando ando toda
Yeah.
like in a bad. I know when you
I was like, are you mad?
she literally asked, sí, cierto though, she literally asked me.
That's
And I can't remember what it was, but she was like, are you mad? I was like, oh, I didn't think you could tell.
Yeah.
But you can't tell.
Yeah.
But it's usually like if something, you guys know how I am, like if something doesn't go according,
Yeah.
like especially payroll, because when people are depending on me, if that doesn't get done, like it ruins my whole day.
Yeah.
That's crazy
Y
you
lo
say
con
that because I
todo.
remember the topic you were no names dropped, but I
Yeah.
remember what you were telling me about the old You know?
Oh, yeah.
I was like, how did people just go around like living like that?
Oh,
You know?
Yes, dude. How do you? So we're gonna talk about it very, very like vaguely, right? So
So if you
Brenda
get it, you
used-
get it. If you don't,
yeah, if you don't, yeah. So Brenda used to work at a place a while ago where her checks would bounce like all the time, right?
Mhm. Yes.
And so one of the times that Brenda would tell her like, so this would happen all the time, but one of the last times that you told her, she got upset that you even mentioned it.
Yes.
And it's
The
like, bitch, I need to
audacity?
get paid. ¿No te dijimos?
No, I didn't know
You
about that
didn't?
one.
Okay, yeah. So her checks were always bouncing like every week though, every
Yes.
week.
Like back to back.
And I will say my
That's
checks have never bounced.
wild.
Never.
And if it happens, you know.
Well, I mean,
just-
you don't even pay. You direct deposit.
Yeah,
it, so, like,
yeah.
it's-
There's no way.
So were you direct deposit or
No, she was checks.
Check.
No?
oh, so
Yes.
like a
physical
physical check?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
every time I went to the bank, like
would- fun.
The
early,
deposit.
because then I had to go to work. So it was like, oh no, you don't have any funds. You don't have any funds. So
The audacity,
I
like
have
to
to go- I
hand
have to
her
go
a
to work.
check.
Dude, y así con
And then
toda,
yeah.
con toda la confianza, right?
Knowing
You're
that
like,
shit's gonna like bounce.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
crazy.
I was even scared. I was telling her, hey,
At a point,
just
you're like-
double check before I go to the bank. Like,
That's crazy, no?
Yeah.
Dang, qué feo.
That's
I know.
wild.
mm,
So see, and
hate
like
that.
I don't understand how that girl, like,
do that.
yeah, y con qué, like,
qué cara?
con qué cara? How do you hand somebody over a check? You know, like if there's no funds, like that's crazy.
Especially
I
you
don't
telling
know.
her like each time.
yeah,
like,
each check. So at the beginning, I was like, okay, it happens, you know.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
Next check, okay, it happens.
Yeah, like como que no
And I was
piensas.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not thinking like anything
That's
bad
crazy.
about it, but
Mhm.
eventually it happens. It
Crazy.
happens. It happens. You're like,
Yeah.
ah, no, pues.
Yeah.
Ya agarró maña.
Ya fue
Yeah.
mucho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Is it you feel-
But that's
Dude, no.
right. I
Qué
know. See, and so like when
feo.
somebody's depending, if it's my own shit, like
You're like,
I can
"Ah,
handle
I
it.
can
Yeah.
handle it because then like I already know how it goes. But when somebody depends on me, like especially with, it's not for me to know what you guys are gonna do with your money. So I always pretend in my head like if I don't do it by 10, you guys will starve. And then you're gonna be in a van outside. So, but that's how you have to think about it because
Yeah.
it's not
You
my
do.
money, dude.
Yeah.
Like it's not my money. Like how do you do payroll and you're like, oh, here's a check. Y luego like there's no funds.
You're
That's
like,
fucking
maybe
nuts.
te pago, maybe no.
Yes,
Like,
imagine.
Wait, so would you get paid? Like eventually or no?
Yes, but like I
like,
would get paid since my schedule's like really busy, I would have to like pick up the check on Friday night, and then I would go to the bank at the beginning on Saturday. But then I'd have to leave early, so I can't stay a lot of time in the bank because I had to go to work. So like, oh no, you don't have funds. And so I was trying to call her and call her and call her.
She's a
And
bitch.
she's
I'm
like-
busy. It's my day. Imagine.
Oh, just wait there. Like I can't wait. I have to go to work.
¿Cómo? Like she would want you to wait at the bank till she would transfer
Yes.
funds.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Wait, so you would get them though, eventually?
Yeah, but later.
But you had to like be on her.
Yes, be on
That's
her.
crazy.
That
for,
was like
for
an
your
every-
money. That's so
Dang.
crazy.
Mhm.
So like either you
fail.
would get paid right there and there. If she would pick up, she'd do like, I don't know, a transfer, and then like, okay, the check will go through. Or sometimes you would leave without getting the funds in your account.
Yeah.
No way. And then you would have to wait.
And I hated that because then you have to do a line in the bank, and then you know you have to wake
Yeah.
up more early.
Well,
to
people
go
have
to the
shit
bank.
to do, you know?
or-
Like
yeah.
you don't want to just be
Yeah.
spending all day on the bank.
I mean, as it is, like we're in like 2025, you know, like why are we paying with checks?
Yeah,
but I get
first
it.
of
Like,
all.
I
first
get
of
it.
all,
First of all.
yeah.
I get it. Fine, to each their own. I mean, maybe that's the way she runs her business.
I think that's
which
how
is
she likes
whatever.
it, 'cause
Yeah.
she-
Pues tiene
Pues si no
control.
tiene funds,
No,
pues,
and
you
honestly,
know?
like so, and this is like we're not gonna say who it is,
We're not
but
saying names.
because it may or may not be fraudulent. But would you get deductions out?
No.
Okay, so that's probably why,
Well,
right?
no, only the charge fee, like when you deposit,
Uh-huh.
and then it doesn't have any funds, so you
Oh, you would-
overdraft.
So she
get
would she
overdraft.
would she pay you for that or
Sometimes no.
Dude, that's shady. Like shady practice. I have seen so many shady practices. Yeah. So that's the topic of today.
For real.
Right?
No, yeah. At this
dude.
point,
Like I'm sure you have too because you were in banking.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
Right?
you would
yeah.
see so much.
Yeah.
And I remember you told us this story like of this girl who's like shall remain nameless also.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking
See,
about.
the famous girl?
Ooh,
The famous girl
The-
who had like not even a lot of money in her bank account, but she was over here like
Oh.
showing off.
Oh. I remember. Yeah, like I mean, for you being that high, you know, like you would think like, oh, you have, you know, quite a bit.
Or you're over here
but
like,
I got to see her accounts, and it wasn't anything that like, I mean, I've had that amount in my account before. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
if I can have it like with my regular 9 to
Yeah.
5, like
It's
all I'm
different,
hoping
though.
is maybe she has like other bank
Multiple?
accounts.
oh, I'm sure, yeah.
Yeah.
That was just one
Yeah.
of the ones.
That
we
was just
saw.
one of one, and so yeah.
But there was this, and I don't think you guys have experienced some of that bad stuff, but dude, there's so much shady shit going on in the industry. Like there's one of the girls, I think you guys met her before, but there's this gal, and she's a client of mine, but she's also an esthetician. So what they were doing with her is that they were paying her through Cash App.
Mhm.
And then, which, you know, people do, like if you're, well, anyway, she was getting paid through Cash App. And then she was getting paid hourly. And it was something like, casi like, I don't know, like I want to say like $13 an hour for, and you know, I mean, when you're doing permanent makeup, you obviously get paid
Wow.
more than that.
Yeah.
But she was getting paid that. She was okay with it.
Wait, she was doing permanent makeup?
No, she was an esthetician. So she was doing like facials and stuff.
Oh, okay. I was like, damn.
I was like, damn.
But then she had to pay back some of the products she was using.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and then she had to get her own clients.
oh,
Yeah.
Aparte.
Y apenas maybe 2-3 weeks ago, she just told me that she left, but she lived like that for 2 years. And then when she would ask her, like, dude, I have to file taxes, right? Because this is new to her, so she didn't know. And so I talked to her and I was like, so how are you going to file taxes? You know, like it's fine. She was paying you through Cash App or whatever. Just get all that money and then go tell your tax person. And yeah. But the girl was pretending that she was paying her for like pizza. So when she was sending her the Cash App, you know how there's notes?
yeah.
So le ponía like drink or a pizza or because she was paying her for food. So then she couldn't claim it.
Oh my
And then
God.
I was like, okay, it's fine. Okay, I told her it's fine. You just get that amount of money and then tell them. But she was getting paid hourly, not commission. It's a fucking mess, man.
That's
Like the way people are getting paid out there is nuts.
Where's this in California?
No, aquí. Yeah, this was just happening, and she's not the only one that I know that was happening to.
Oh my
Like
god,
it's nuts. Yeah.
dude, what the heck? Nos tienes en la gloria.
When I just
Literally, we're in
It's
heaven.
bad, dude. It's bad.
So when I just moved from Georgia to Texas, that happened to me, right, with that girl. And then I started with you, and then you said, I get paid. I paid you guys Monday, but then you get the check like sometimes on Wednesday. So like,
Dijo, ya
I
valió.
told,
Otra vez.
I told my husband, hey, this happened. And then he's like, maybe it's a Texas thing.
Oh.
So about the payments.
Late, yeah.
Yeah.
So okay, so we use. So
you're like, let me clear it up.
So everybody knows. So we use Gusto, which is a payroll thing. So just so you guys know, I don't do the checks.
You're like, it's out of my control.
It's out of my control. Yeah. So they're supposed to change it, but anyway, when you do payroll on Monday, and it takes 2 business days.
Which is pretty standard, you know, like when you're doing, well, because I used to work at the bank.
Putting me on blast.
No, like anything having to do like with bank transfers and stuff like that, like payroll and whatnot,
Yeah.
like it always takes a while. It's
Yeah.
not just a Texas thing.
And there's other places that will do like 1-day places, but then the fees are higher and all this and that, and I'm like,
You're like, I could wait for 2 days.
2 days
Yeah.
is okay.
It's honestly not bad. Like,
No.
I love getting paid on Wednesdays. Like,
Especially because they
You
use
get used to it
Yeah.
after a while.
Yeah.
Brenda, okay, you get used to it.
Yeah, but when
be
it's on
fine.
Thursdays, it's like, oh my god,
Like, why is it late?
Imagine.
Yeah.
You already feel it.
And
Yeah.
so when it is Thursdays, it's usually because and see
Holidays.
that's what fucking drives me crazy. Like if something happened or I can't do it by that time, or sometimes like if somebody didn't check out.
Oh yes,
You know what I'm
Done
saying?
That one.
Yeah. Well, it happens. You know, it
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah.
It's no big deal. But I can't do.
Can't close it out.
Yeah, I can't close it out. Like I can't close out my day. So, Brenda,
There you have it, Brenda. We went all into detail.
Yeah, you are.
That's funny.
you know. But I think what have you guys seen like in the beauty industry that you think is shady? Like I know we've talked about a few.
So
like
much.
people will post other people's pictures and
Oh
be
my
like,
God.
Yeah.
somebody else did this or whatever. I'm like, they're
Oh my
lying.
And then
God,
you start
remember
seeing
you
the
had
same
a
picture,
person?
the same client with different owners.
Oh yeah. Oh, I know what you're
I
saying.
feel like
yeah.
there was a time where that was like really big, and then like you started kind of calling them out, and
Yeah.
so it kind of chilled a little bit. But now, I guess it's even more shadier now. No, okay, the way they do it now.
Yeah.
Where how we were saying like. We know damn well that was not your
was
student's
like,
work.
yeah.
Like, we
Literally.
all been there, and we know that's not your student's work. But to each their own.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
I just feel like, and you know what the thing is, ultimately the people that don't benefit from it are like the people that causes most. What am I saying? Like, that it's worse for, or like
It's a student.
Whoever gets it worst.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Oh,
saying.
yeah.
Like it's the student because they're not learning. It's that, you know, like I was telling you guys, I've been to classes where I did the eyebrow, and then there was this other girl. I went to a class, and then I did, you know, we were working back and forth. She was showing me the technique, and then I would do it. And then when I was done, well, I was almost done. And then she goes, let me finish it so it looks good on Instagram. And I'm like, bitch, I fucking paid you money. Like, I paid you money.
You're like, I don't care.
I don't care how it looks on Instagram.
Yeah.
And first, and second of all, how do you know I can't do that? Like, you know, and like the classes that I take aren't like cheap anymore because they're not beginner classes. So these classes are between $2,000 to $3,000 for like a day, like 6 to 8 hour day.
Yeah.
And this bitch is over here like, let me make sure it looks good for Instagram. And I was like, girl.
You know what's so funny that you mentioned that?
Yeah.
When I took your class for the first time, I remember I was so scared.
Yeah.
I was so
Yeah.
scared. Yeah. I didn't want to. And then it was it's funny because then I ended up like, you know, having a relationship with Crystal now, you know.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
So at first I was like, it's okay. I'm never going to see this person again, right?
Ah.
Jokes on me because I kept seeing her.
Yeah.
And then, but anyways, I was so scared. I swear, I'm like such a doubtful person of myself. I wanted to give you the pen and be like, can you help?
do it.
Yeah.
Can you do it? And
Yeah.
I think I at a point I was like, you know, you're there helping us and whatnot. And at a point you put your glove on. I was like, oh, she's gonna do it.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, chingue.
No.
I don't remember if I did see you touch anybody at all, but if I did, it was probably like once, maybe.
Yeah.
And it wasn't
Yeah.
it wasn't me because remember, I don't know if you remember, but I shared Crystal. I didn't do her
did.
both
Yeah.
brows, you
Who
know.
was the
So
other person that did it?
I forgot her name, but I just know that her sister. You did her.
Oh, I
sister's
did her
brows.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
forgot her name.
But
she did
anyways, yeah, and I was like, so that just goes to show, you know, you're bien confiada. I think like me, if
Yeah.
I were to take a class, if I were to go back to day one and like maybe gone with another person,
Yeah.
not you, let's say the other girl,
Yeah.
I would leave thinking I can fucking do anything,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but be real,
No,
like
yeah.
It
hit.
humbles you, right? Your first
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I
So
would
just so you
be
guys know,
hit.
they were all my students first.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
But see that it gives you like a false sense of security.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
For sure.
And-
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I had a student who told me that she took a course in Houston with a well-known permanent makeup artist, and she's like, I thought it was gonna be like this, like she does it and then we do it, but it was just her doing it, and then she sends you off on your own. Like
Oh,
you
damn.
don't
Oh my
do
God.
it, you don't do a
practice?
model
At all.
that day, no,
At all.
at
Uh-huh.
all. So she's like, I'm scared to do it. I'm never gonna do it. Like I didn't get any practice. I don't have anybody there to like
Did
tweak
they
me.
even?
You know, like at
Yeah.
least if I have a question, you're there. But she didn't have anybody, and she said it was an expensive class for just to
Dang.
watch
they
the
are.
teacher work.
For just to watch, you know?
Yeah.
Like it's you guys, it's crazy out there, man. It's crazy.
Shady.
Yeah, it is. And that's super shady. I had one time, I think it was like a few months ago, I had somebody comment like, oh, this lady makes you work on a person, and I was so scared. Like she shouldn't let you work on the next day. But dude, like you need to get over
you
it.
have
Yes.
to.
You need to
There's
get
no
over
way.
it,
Yeah.
you know? And but I will say, and you guys know that, like it's not for everybody. And we've had
it's not.
students, I think we have all had students where it's like they get so scared, they get in their head, and you know, like they're either.
But you have to go through that.
You have to go through that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to go through that. Even after the first one, I don't know. I guess everything comes down to like what kind of person you are. You know, like
Yeah.
I didn't get over that fear of tattooing someone's face
For a long
like
time.
A while.
I don't know, maybe
Yeah.
10 people deep.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No,
Yeah.
I
Like,
think it
it
took
was
me
a lot.
longer.
probably
Yeah.
longer. And like, I mean, even to this day, like I know like there might still be some fears, not the same kind of fear
Yeah.
of like, oh, I'm gonna fuck her up, because now you know more. Like,
Yeah.
okay, I know what this does, what this doesn't, kind of deal.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's definitely not for everyone, and
Right?
it's like a really hard mental thing you have to get
Mhm.
through
Yeah.
Yes.
personally,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
Like
And that's
you
with
have to-
everything.
yeah.
Everything that you start.
Yeah, but
Pretty
Everything
like
new.
that.
but especially and it's with everything, and then that's why there's not a lot of people doing it at the extent that we're doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's really easy to like get started.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're like pumped up and somebody pumps you up. You have a husband
Yeah.
that supports you. You have friends and family that support you. So you finally do this thing that you've been wanting to do.
Yeah.
But then you actually do it and you're like, oh my God, I'm like horrible at it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm horrible.
Yeah.
And then you like get discouraged. And if that really tells you what kind of person you
And
are,
it
like,
comes
are you
in
gonna keep doing it?
Mm-hmm.
Because of
Right.
what?
In waves.
Oh, yeah.
Like there'll
for
be
sure.
times where like you're like, no, I can do this. I can do. You talk yourself out of
Yeah.
like that negativity,
Yeah.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
But then everything seems to be going well, and then something kind of comes along, and it's like, fuck, never mind. I can't do
Yeah.
this.
Or it
Yeah.
could be a bad client. It could be a bad skin. It could be your first time
bad
tattooing a
skin.
certain.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Dude, I was just
Even to
telling
this
Vanya-
day.
Yes, dude, I was telling Vanya the other
Oh,
day. I remember in the beginning, like I would always hear you say, like, "Oh, it's their skin, it's their skin," and I didn't know exactly what you mean yet because I hadn't experienced, a
Yeah.
variety amount of skins.
Uh-huh.
Now that I have, it's like, fuck, dude, it really is their skin.
Yeah.
I know we sound like, is it really just the skin or is it you?
Yeah.
No,
After a
it's the
while,
skin.
you know what it is. You
Yeah.
know that after a
Yeah.
while. But initially, and I've heard so many students like they'll do this, and I don't know why. Or people even that have been tattooing, like a couple of people, they'll be like, "Oh, it's because their skin." Do you think it's a machine? It's like, no, it's you. It's absolutely you. Like, if I can do something and you can't do it, it's you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we're using the same thing,
Yeah.
Which reminds me, you actually have a good review that I just posted today.
Today?
Yeah, and I haven't told. I forgot.
Oh
I
my
forgot. I have to
God,
tell
got
you
me on the
guys.
spot right now.
Yeah, dude, no, it's good. And this goes to show you, but it goes to show you that you didn't give up, though. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And-
oh my God.
And
Coming from
especially,
someone that gives up beats.
And I
At
think-
least that's what Albert always tells me.
where is it? And I think because you have, and I can see it. Like I try to look at it from your standpoint, but you came in with two people that already knew more.
Oh, 100%.
Right? And so for Brenda now, I wonder if it's hard for you doing brows because now you come in and three people know more than you.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And so I could see why it's harder for you
To do what?
to pat yourself on the back.
Oh,
Or
I
to
thought you
have-
meant it was easier for me. And I was like, yeah, because I have two freaking amazing artists.
Okay,
oh,
so-
no. I see what
Yeah.
you mean in the other way.
Okay, so I'm going to read you two.
Ew. Oh,
Um,
my God.
I don't know, how do I see them? Okay, so review. I had my eyebrows done with Yatsari. Okay. Okay, it's going to take a bit. Oh, here it goes. Oh my God, it's a whole thing. So I'm just going to read you the first step. I had my eyebrows done with Yatsari, and I've received various compliments on them before they were even fully healed. I know she goes on a rant and stuff. The environment's so cute. Yatsari was fun to talk to and quick. She made sure I was super comfortable with the outline before starting. Well, I won't say this part because it goes to, she says, I did walk in with a slightly swollen eyebrow.
Oh, I remember her.
I remember you told her. Yeah, so it's her.
God.
She says that she loved her
I
eyebrows.
was actually thinking of her the other day.
Oh, really?
I was
Para
like,
ver cómo salió?
yeah, to see if I would need to do a touch up or not. Yeah, because I never had that. I think
Yeah.
I asked you,
asked
right?
me,
I was
yeah.
like, girl, help.
What? Yeah.
I remember, yeah.
I think I
remember,
told
remember
you about
told me
it.
that you guys were talking about it and stuff.
Yes,
Yeah.
because I think I asked you if you've ever dealt with anything like that.
Yeah.
Have you?
Not with like swelling, if they come in swollen.
Yeah, it's because I remember she does either kickboxing or jiu-jitsu, some type of something.
Oh,
Extreme.
okay.
So
No, not maybe, dude, but not that I could remember
Yeah.
or caused enough of an issue, where I remember.
and it wasn't even like a super swelling, like a big swell.
Yeah.
It was just like obviously because we're
Yeah.
looking at the eyebrows.
And you could
I
see it.
noticed. Yeah, I
Yeah.
noticed. I was like, and you know what's so funny? It was like so deceiving. Like at the very beginning, like you know how we can tell like height, one's longer, whatever. I couldn't really tell from the very first time that I started mapping. I was only able to tell once I'm like seeing my two brows drawn. I was like, there's something off. Like,
Oh,
there's
okay.
something off. I couldn't
Yeah,
pinpoint it. I was
yeah.
like, I already, like, you know, like, ya hice yo todo según todo lo que quería hacer.
Right.
Like, all my changes and whatnot. And I still kind of saw something off.
Yeah.
And so then that's when I got you. And I was like, help. I was like, what?
I had never seen that
Yeah,
either.
me either.
So at least we had each other to kind of judge.
At least we learned together.
You know, this is like, that's the thing though. If you don't ever experience like the first time, imagine how long it would take you to get comfortable with skin, you know? And so these changes or these different types of skins that come in, it would be harder, I think, if you were by yourself and you know what I mean? And you never got into skin.
Yeah.
Because like that client that you had that with a swollen eyebrow, what if you went to a class and you didn't touch skin like that client that you said, and then that was your first client?
Oh, hell
Imagine.
no.
And you're by yourself,
No.
you know?
Well,
would
actually,
cry.
I don't know if maybe you think about it this way because, you know, how at the beginning, like, it's kind of really hard to, you know, get them on point, whatever.
Right.
You would think, like, oh, like,
That's
I ate that
Oh.
shit
Yeah.
But because obviously I knew, you know, like, I
Yeah.
knew better.
Yeah.
I was then complacent with what I was giving her at that time,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
until we fixed it, we talked about
Yeah.
it, whatever. So I don't know. That could have either gone, you know, that could either go 1 or 2 weeks because you don't know what you don't know.
That's true.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I could see that.
oh, that's so sweet of her.
I know. She's cute, right? Like you've been getting,
Yes.
you guys have both been getting good
And
reviews.
especially because like I saw her like, I don't know what, like 2 months
2 months ago. Yeah.
Yeah,
so
it's been some
2
time.
months.
And
Yeah.
even you guys have noticed now, like when you start getting, you guys have both have had clients who travel for you, right?
Yes.
And that's when
That's
you know you're like,
nice.
oh,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
okay, I'm important.
Yeah.
Right? But see, like
It's a good
especially,
feeling.
or when people tell you, I've been looking everywhere and this and that, and
Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Those,
It's crazy.
yeah, like that feeling right there you get in that moment. For me, I don't know for you or for you or for you, but at a like, yes, I feel really, really good, but I'm like, oh my God, you came all the way here for
It's
me.
pressure, right?
Yes, the pressure of like not
No,
fucking
yes.
up. Because I'm like, if
Yes.
you trusted me just based off of like maybe my
Pictures,
work or
yeah.
whatever, you know, just whatever you see on Instagram. But that goes to show like our work, what we put out there is legit.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
we don't edit anything that doesn't need
No,
to be edited.
right.
Literally,
You know?
I don't touch the
Yeah.
eyebrows at all.
Yeah.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
ever.
That's why I
Yeah.
don't like Facetune for ombre petal brows because it does
Change
just edit
everything.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does.
so peachy, the one we use.
I love
doesn't.
peachy.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it edits everything else but the eyebrows. So
Oh, it does? Oh, I have to try it.
Yeah,
I
it doesn't
don't do
touch
that
the
one.
eyebrows.
yeah.
Oh, that's
What
cool.
about the lashes?
Like
can
no,
maybe
no,
use
it
it.
doesn't. It doesn't.
I
edit.
know.
It just edits the
It
skin.
edits the
The
skin.
skin. And
It almost
knows-
evens it out. Yeah.
Oh,
You
okay.
could do.
Yeah, like if they have blemishes, you know, just whatever.
Yeah.
Like it gives them an even skin tone or whatever, and that's it.
Yeah,
It
it's pretty
doesn't
cool.
touch nothing else. Mm-hmm.
Going back to the like people coming out of town for you, I remember I had one from McAllen. And I asked her, I was like, there's nobody like over there that does this. And then
You're like, why are you
she
here
was like,
for me?
she was like, yeah, there is, but I saw your work and I liked yours. You know, like, so I don't know, it just
Vanya
like
wanted her
literally
ego
blew my mind. I
stroke a
was
little
like,
bit.
Yes.
wait,
Why me though?
tell me,
Don't
why me? Like,
No.
you know, you travel
Yeah.
to come over here. Like, that's crazy.
Yes,
That's
it puts
really
this
nice.
like
Yeah.
weird pressure on you. Like I don't know.
Yeah, it does. And I think that's what people like, and this used to happen when I first got here. I started getting people flying into me from, you know, California and like whatever, from wherever. And I was like, oh my God. And it used to drive me crazy. It wasn't like a
Like a
A
good.
good crazy.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was here, I was new, and there's a lot of pressure to make this succeed.
Mm-hmm.
And I was by myself, you know, in a new town, no conocía a nadie, and like I didn't know anybody. I didn't know I didn't know anything here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like when people were flying in or driving or, you know, it was the pressure, like I have to make this right because otherwise like we will live in a van.
You always take everything to the extreme.
I do. And it drives around crazy but I'm always on the extreme. Like if this happens and you know,
You have
it's
to
like,
think of
Low-key,
all the
that's
possible
me, though.
outcomes.
yeah, dude.
I
Like,
think it's
yeah.
a woman thing. Though.
I think it is. Because
Yeah.
men don't
Yeah.
think like that.
No.
Men do not panic.
They don't.
No.
No.
Like they just. I don't know.
They
what
just
it
go.
I don't know what it
Just go with the
is.
flow.
Yeah.
No, I panic over
Anything.
Anything.
yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
some stuff. Like sometimes I won't.
No, I do.
What's one thing you don't panic? that you can be
let me
like, this is weird, you know, because like people normally panic about it, but you don't.
I think when it comes to you guys, like if you guys do something and then you guys are
okay.
panicking, then
You
I'm
don't
like,
panic.
then I don't panic.
Oh.
You know, I have this I won't panic.
But
Well, yeah,
I
because
guess
either
in a
way
that
it wouldn't
helps,
work.
though.
Yeah,
That helps because
me
then it
panicking,
makes
you
me feel
panicking,
a little
yeah.
better. Yeah.
And
It
honestly,
wouldn't,
like the
yeah.
stuff that you guys see that's like really extreme, I don't see it like that because because of my experience, you know. So like if you say like,
I
oh my
can see
God,
that.
I'm like,
You know
Nobody
what?
Like
like, yeah,
today.
she'll be alright.
No
She'll
wonder.
survive.
Remember that one time where we both had that situation of like, one, you were literally breaking down, and she was like, "It's
Oh, yeah.
like no big deal."
Yeah.
Like you were like
Yeah.
so chill about it,
And I was all
like,
crying.
yeah.
Oh, we had to go take a drink.
We got way more. We got more than one
Yeah,
drink.
we
but,
sure did.
yeah, that makes sense.
But it's because
And you know what? I was wondering. I was like, why is she not like porque no lo puso hasta aquí a la clienta, you know?
Yeah.
But you were
But
just
she
like
knew
the
it was gonna be
chillest.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless
Which
somebody
it
makes me really
was.
mad, like with the client, then I won't. I'll be just like, meh,
Yeah, whatever.
whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that situation was a little bit different from the other one.
I was even okay until she said that one thing, and then I had to turn around, and I was like,
Oh, yeah.
but no, like I don't panic over that, or I don't panic over.
Like today, you know, the customer called that she had a reaction on
Oh yeah,
on the
with the glue
adhesive. Yes.
Oh, really?
So you were like, I was like panicking, like she needs to remove them.
And I was like,
no, she can.
she'll be all right.
yeah, give her a day. Well, 'cause
Drops
I'm like that,
in.
you know. Give her a day or two, she'll be all right.
Yeah.
Because I'm
So
sensitive
that
like
made me
that.
feel better.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
But
I
you
was
need
so
that.
worried.
That's kind
You
of like.
do. I feel like I need that. Like for me to be chill, si no duermo. Like
Yeah.
I will be thinking
Yes.
about
Dude.
it. Like no, I need somebody to tell me like, hey,
You'll be
it's
okay.
gonna be okay. You're gonna survive. It's
You'll
okay.
survive. Tomorrow will be all right. And like,
And it's so funny because then you do go to sleep eventually, you do wake up, and you know, days go by, and everything
pasa
really
bien.
is
yeah,
okay.
Yes.
it really is. Right?
Yes.
Like as long as you're at home, you know, you're not dying or whatever,
Yeah.
then everything really
unless
is
it gets you
okay.
like when you're about to get your period.
Oh, yeah.
That's the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is the worst.
It makes
It
it
is
That
the
100
triples.
times worse.
I used to not be like that, and now I'm like hormonal and stuff.
yeah.
Oh man,
I
so
yeah. I feel like the
sometimes-
older we get, like
The
more
worse
it
it
hits
Oh my
you.
God.
I will say
Yeah.
for me, like the last year, I never used to have those things. Like I would get my period como si nada,
Yeah.
but now it's like
You
Little
get
things,
emotional.
I get emotional, dude.
I get emotional or really mad.
Yeah.
And pobrecito George, because he's the
Oh,
one
yeah.
that takes it.
Well, they can't go anywhere. Like they have to sleep at home. You know, like
My husband is like, oh, I need to like be dropping you like candy or stuff like that, so you can.
at least he knows. You know,
He's starting to know. Because
yeah. It takes a while.
Yeah.
No, it does. Yeah.
I know. Rounds usually like. Is this you talking to your period? I was like, oh, like I don't know the difference anymore. Okay,
That would
like
make me
it's just-
mad.
That would
Right,
make me
right.
so
That would
mad.
make me mad.
Like, what are you trying to say?
I'm like, I told him, I think it was my last period that I had. I was so mad. Like, he got home from work. I was so mad for no reason. And then we were going to go eat. And he was like, why are you mad? And I was like, I wish you were a girl so you could understand, like, what
Yeah.
I'm feeling
Yeah.
right now. Like, I can't help
You
it.
literally cannot help it though. You literally cannot.
cannot.
I always tell my husband, so it's gonna be in a week my period, okay? So this week I'm
Just
gonna be like
ready.
crazy. Yeah.
He's all buying candy.
He's ready.
I used to have like my bestie was my Misty. You guys haven't met her. You guys when you meet her,
I
like
know.
Yeah, we need to meet
she's
her.
like the
We've
best.
heard all about Misty.
Dude.
though.
Yeah.
Like, she's
Hi,
the best.
Misty.
I know, Misty, if you're watching this,
I
I feel like we
to
know
meet
you already.
Yeah.
But dude, she was like the best. We would you start cycling together.
Together.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Do me and you cycle together? I don't know.
I think at one point we
We-
did.
we
I think
did,
at a point, like,
we all did.
all three of us,
Yeah.
yeah. So get ready. So like we used to cycle together. So she knew, and so she would buy like my favorite candy, and then she would do my chocolate, and she would have a bag of chocolate, and then she would have her mom make us lunch
How
because we would eat. Dude, she was the best.
sweet.
So she would we would have a bag of chocolate for that whole week.
Oh, shit.
And we were both the same. So we were, and we knew, but it was so funny because she wouldn't like rage or hormone until she was home.
Oh.
And then I wouldn't take it out on her, but she would see it on me.
Oh, okay.
But she knew, so she would take it home, but then she would calm me down.
I was like, she kind of would soak it up at
Yeah,
work and then
yeah.
like would take it out. over
But it
there.
wasn't about her. It's like, bad, you know, like
Oh.
something's late, something's not getting
Yeah.
shipped. And she would just be like, she would talk to me through it como si nada, so she would save her rage for home. Like,
Poor
She's
husband.
a real one.
she is though, right?
Yeah.
Man, when you guys see me, like, it's a yin and yang.
Aw. Love
I
that.
know.
I miss you, darling. Anyway, but I'm gonna see her actually this weekend.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
She needs to come to
I
Texas.
know.
I know,
She
dude.
needs to
I
come.
know.
Yeah.
Hopefully she moves over here. Anyway, I'm on a campaign. But anyway, yeah, guys. So this is kind of what we wanted to chat about, a little bit of anything. But just so you guys know, there's a lot of shady stuff out there. I could go on for hours.
And we could, yes.
We
like
could.
literally the stuff that you guys see, people bouncing checks,
Mhm.
like
People using
So
other
owners, think of your
words.
employees.
Yes, see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Too. And just to get it clear, it's not my fault. I do payroll on Monday.
Just tearing it up.
2 business days. It takes 2 business days because Gusto will give it to you for the next day, but you have to have over 10 employees, and we're not. I don't
There
wanna-
yet.
we're not
Oh,
there
really?
yet. Okay.
Oh, that's
Yeah, like if
cool.
you have it, they'll do it the next day. But if it's 10 employees,
Okay.
I got it okay from Brenda. Anyway, guys, it was good talking to you guys. Do you guys have any last words or anything?
If you guys have any topics for us to touch on next episode, let us know. Comment below.
Let us know in the comment section. Yeah.
All right, guys. We'll see you at the next one.
Bye, guys.
Bye.